Well met, fellow YouTube enjoyers. I have been called many things across numerous realms, but today you can call me Ember. I'll be your guide on the path of learning foreign tongues, and today we'll begin our journey into Russian. So first of all, what are motion verbs? Every language has them. In English, you have go, run, fly, swim, and so on. They describe moving through space. Yet I heard a great many complain that Russian motion verbs make no more sense than a cursed grimoire. Well, after today's video, you're going to have an expert grasp on what they are, so stay tuned. Let's think about our favorite heroes for a moment. Paul Atreides goes to Arrakis by spaceship. Frodo Baggins goes to Mordor on foot. Harry Potter goes to Hogwarts by train, and Jack Sparrow goes to sea by ship. So you can see how in English we use goes every time. Now watch what happens in Russian. All of the verbs for going are different. This is because Russian is very specific about the type of motion. It has different words for going on foot, by a vehicle with wheels, such as a train, going by ship, or going by a flying vehicle, such as a plane or a helicopter.
Okay, so in the first sentence, we say, Paul Atreides летит на Arrakis. We use летит, and the dictionary form is лететь, which means to go by a flying vehicle or simply to fly. The second sentence is Frodo Baggins идет в Mordor. Okay, so идет means he goes on foot, or he's going on foot, because in Russian there's no distinction. The dictionary form is идти, and it means to go on foot. Now, the third sentence is Гарри Поттер едет в Hogwarts. So this is an interesting one, because Russian has a specific verb for going somewhere by a vehicle that has wheels, but sometimes it's also used for skiing or skating. And the verb is ехать. And the last sentence is Джек Воробей плывет в море. And the dictionary form is плыть, which means to go by ship, by boat, or simply to swim. The verb will also be different depending on whether you're going somewhere one time, or right now, or if you go there on a regular basis. So for example, if I want to say I'm going to Rome by plane, I'm talking about something I'm going to do one time, so I'm going to pick the verb лететь. Or let's say if I'm flying right now, I'm also going to pick the verb лететь. However, if I say I go to Rome every month, and I mean if I go there by plane every month, then I'm going to pick the verb летать, because it's a habit.
So for example, дементоры летают каждый день. Or дементоры летят к тебе. The hobbits go to the Green Dragon Inn every week. Or the hobbits are going to Mordor right now. So in Russian this will be хоббиты ходят в трактир «Зеленый дракон» каждую неделю. Or хоббиты идут в Мордор сейчас. You can see that the verb changes completely in this case. There are even more verbs that work this way, but these are the basic ones that you need to master first. I'll be going through the more advanced motion verbs in a later video. Before we move on, let's recap. So, what's the first thing I need to determine to choose the right Russian verb to go?
How many people are going? How fast they're going? Or how they're moving? Do they fly? Do they use a vehicle? Do they walk or swim?
You are correct if you answered C. Good work. Once we know the type of motion, we must determine the second key element.
So what's the second thing I need to determine to choose the right Russian verb to go? A. The verb's length. B. Whether this movement happens regularly or one time. C. How many consonants there are.
If you picked B, congratulations! You've just earned the honorable title of Wizard. Stay tuned if you wish to be promoted to an Archmage. And here is the last piece of the puzzle. So, much like in English, where we add different particles at the end of a verb to change its meaning, for example, go around, go up, go down, come across, and so on. In Russian, we attach these particles to the beginning of the word, and these are called prefixes. The prefix pri means to arrive or to come closer. So, for example, if we have the word ехать, which means to go by a vehicle with wheels, it becomes приехать, which means to arrive by a vehicle with wheels, such as a train or a bicycle, and so on. So, лететь, to fly, to go by flying, becomes прилететь, to arrive by flying or by a vehicle that flies. The witch arrived on a broom. In Russian, that becomes ведьма прилетела на метле. The prefix u means to leave or move away. So, лететь becomes улететь, to leave by flying, or ехать becomes уехать. If you want to say the dragon flew away forever, you would say дракон улетел навсегда, and so on. There are many prefixes, and they take time to master.
If you're curious to know more, here's a chart that I put together with the prefixes that I used with motion verbs.
My goal today wasn't to make you a virtuoso of Russian prefixes, but to give you a general idea of how the language works, of how motion verbs work. I'll be making more videos in the future that go into greater detail. So if that's something you're interested in, please subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to download your free PDF in the description to practice what you've learned today. Please comment down below what are some of your favorite fantasy sagas, if this video helped you, or if you still have some questions, and I'll see you in the next video.